Hi. I know you haven't heard from me in a while. I recently moved and downsized, and life has been a crazy roller coaster. The packing, the moving, the unpacking, the working two jobs. It's kept me very busy. But I want you to know that things will be back on track here shortly. I did want to show you my room of requirement, or as I frequently refer to it, my sewing room. It is in a state of chaos and it's going to be for a while, but I'm not going to let that stop me, as I'm sure it doesn't stop many of you. I refer to it as my room of requirement because sewing is not my only craft, and also it is my de facto guest room. And one of the first things I had to do right upon moving was get it ready for my brother to come and stay for, he stayed a week and a half, week. It was a very busy time. We did a lot of everything. My brother is a very busy person, a goer and a doer, and he did help set up the dog door, the electronic dog door, so that Pixie can take herself outside and have some so free time. The kitten is kind of a nightmare in his teenage stage. But let's go into my room of requirement, my sewing room, and show you what I'm working with as of right this second. All right, so here we are. It's a nondescript plain white door. So the sewing machine is out, but she has a lot of stuff stacked there. There are boxes. I did get a lot of my fiber into here. That's, of course, acrylic yarns, but there's all kinds of spinning fiber in there. Here's some more spinning fiber. Of course, my quilting machine, my FAF, my serger that had been my mother's, an electric singer that in a carrying case that I have not used yet. It needs to be tuned up. All kinds of stuff. Projects. Wannabe projects. Adso would like to say hi. Adso! You just wanted to reach out and punch me in the tummy? These linens, those vintage linens, were from my grandmother. I haven't looked at them yet. So the thing about great organization, I want to say straight off, is that you can hide a lot of unfinished projects. So this is just sitting here. I need to hang up my threads. I also don't want Adso to play with them. In these two drawers, these are all the blocks to complete a quilt top. And yeah, these 12 by 12 paper organizers are great for organizing the quilt blocks. But in that top drawer, I have 4 unfinished quilt tops. And I have a lot more down there. That whole drawer is full. But wait, there's more. Inside here, these are finished quilt tops that haven't been quilted. Vintage quilts, a vintage quilt top, all kinds of fabric, patterns. Will be patterns. I mean, just crazy amounts of stuff. Unfinished projects, unstarted projects. That is fabric on the bolt, so that's linen for a skirt that I have yet to make. These are fabrics. This is specific quilt fabric or finishing kits for blocks. The guest bed, which my hats aren't hung up from my other sewing room. I need to get a pattern of this made and back to my daughter-in-law. That shirt I need to talk about and start a smaller shirt for my grandson. some of that is fabric, some is projects. There's my tools. Some of it is yarn, fiber to spin, and then crazy amounts of storage. So, in moving, there's more stuff down here. I mean, if your anxiety levels are not going up, you probably aren't breathing at this point. All of this used to be in the larger sewing room, but there was always this plausible deniability. You'd walk in, you wouldn't see unfinished projects. You'd look around and you'd go, excuse me, or I would go, let's start a new project. And I still have that mindset. There's kind of a fun one that I'll talk about in a minute here. But it's frustrating to me. I'm not getting any younger. This gray hair has been earned, and it stresses my son out when I collect so many projects that are undone. I do have a list of people to, should the unforeseen happen and my craft room need to be cleared out, there is a list of people that can come and clear out my craft room and take all my unfinished projects as their own or unstarted projects. It's just, it's frustrating to me because it's an energy drain to have so many unfinished projects. So I'm going to work on getting some of these projects done. Along with, yes, starting other projects. The next one I'd like to bring to the channel is people have requested about maintaining the treadle. And although I'm not an expert, I will certainly share what I know. I guess that's it for now. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon, actually doing something. Probably not in a perfectly organized sewing room, because if I waited to perfectly organize the room, projects just wouldn't get done. So hopefully you're looking forward to seeing some more videos soon. Talk to you later.